SABA Sister. This is a band who actually I've heard a lot about for quite a while, and you know, I haven't actually got around to checking them out. Now, as I often say about bands like this who the name has been so present and yet I can't remember ever hearing them before, there is a possibility this might have come up in one of my Twitch streams, someone might have recommended them to me, I might have come across them in someone like that, but I don't really remember or recognize the sound, so I'm just excited. This is, to me, this is a first introduction into this band with their brand new song that came out, it came out just a few hours ago. And actually, one of the things that sparked me into doing this is on the train here in Tokyo, I noticed that you see these little adverts. There's often like there's big adverts, like there's video adverts, but there's also these tiny little sticker adverts you'll occasionally see. And there's one that's been on a lot of the train doors recently, which is this one. And this is SABA Sister. I mean, basically, I just saw it in the corner. I was reading the corner of the advert, and it just said down there, we can see in the red, it says SABA Sister in Japanese. And this is a advert for like a vitamin drink. And I just think, okay, that's interesting. They look happy. They look incredibly young. So I don't know. They clearly have the sort of persona that would make a vitamin drink company want to advertise with them. So, that's a positive, probably lots of energy. Anyway, I don't know. This is a 6 minute and 19-second music video. Wow. Okay, let's see SABA Sisters 2 video. And they're up to 77,000 subscribers. So again, a big shout out to them. That is really, really cool and impressive to see. If we just scroll down for a minute here, you can see. Oh, this only came out an hour ago. Wow. Wow, this is much more recent than I expected. Already up to 1,737 views, 77,000 subs. Let's give them a little bit of love. Check this out. See what you think. I'll see what I think. As far as I'm aware, first listen to SABA Sister. Ah, Mind Band.
本当にね。うちだけ1年でマジやばいんだって。ピョンでも先輩怖いの？怖くはないけど。じゃあいいじゃん。でも足引っ張りたくない。
I'm just thinking this might be a talkie a talkie video. Let's see if we can get some translations for you guys. I can understand most of what's being said, but there's always bits that fly by. So let's see what auto-generated subtitles say.
頑張るね。
Good luck. They're saying good luck to us.
マジやばいんだって。ピョンでも先輩怖いの？
Alright, these are going to be messy subtitles.
じゃあいいじゃん。でも足引っ張りたくないし。
Oh, okay, so she has got headphones in. Okay, alright, she's practicing to the headphones.
え？食べた？
I don't think you needed the subtitles for that. I think that made perfect sense.
ロールだロールだ。え？
It's a cute intro.
一番最初こっちだからね。私じゃないよ。
It's a cute intro. I'm really intrigued to see how that plays into it. Is he a support member? Because I haven't seen him in any of their promo pics before. Credit if they're a co-ed band though, that's always cool. We need more of those. Oh, she got a great voice. Build up. I feel like there's a big chorus coming. This low melody, it feels like it's about to burst into something. Oh, I like that little hit on the bell then. There we go. This is good old-fashioned rock and roll so far. loving that use of the backing vocals underneath as well. Oh, okay, the bass is finally waking up. Yeah, I'm loving that the bass is getting a bit more involved. I was worried whether it was just going to be all root note. But this is just building up the tension in the verse. Yeah, see, very simple in the verses. This second verse, again, doubly so. Building up that tension. I'm loving those second guitar, like that counter guitar line. That's really cool. Yeah, I'm liking the bass work is finally really kicking in. That's just a nice chorus, isn't it? I can see why it's a long song though now. It's fast paced, but it does a lot. It's got this sort of like gently developing melody. And for a song with such a fast tempo, it does take its time. Bridge time. Oh, look at me, you stole my food. Are we ending on a solo? I'm guessing not. I'm waiting for it to come back in. No, we're ending on a solo. Okay. I respect them keeping it concise.
お疲れ。お疲れ。頑張るね。ほんとね。
They don't believe in her, but they wish her luck nonetheless. Believe in your friend harder. Wow.
すごい。やった。すごいすごい。
Yeah, I think the underlying message of this video, the underlying feeling is very strong. And that's one of the things that makes it so nice is that this is like balancing a few things together. Like on one simple level, it's just like a good melodic punk song just rocking its way along. But then there's this other level on which it's actually got this kind of weirdly nostalgic, sweet, I want to say romantic, but I don't mean romantic in a relationship way. I mean, it's sort of like, it's kind of like you're looking at the past in this sort of hazy way, and they're talking about, like, you know, there's this feeling talking about talent and the development of talent. They're talking about basically developing as young people. I think that's very clearly what the video is going for, and I'm sure that's taken directly from the message of the lyrics. However metaphorical or poetic they may be, there's that feeling about growing up and developing, and it's really, there is something kind of sweet and thoughtful and just kind of, yeah, it gives you this beautiful feeling that goes quite charmingly with a song that otherwise is just kind of rocking along. I mean, if you wanted to view this just as a pop punk song, just something to headbang along to quickly with a big chorus where you can pump your fist and shout out the words and karaoke style sing at the top of your lungs, then you got it here. But you've also got a song that leaves you with a feeling, and that is something that these sort of pop punk-esque songs can be at risk of losing. So I think this is a really, it's a very beautiful combination of those things. Now, what sometimes works against these types of songs is that sometimes they can be a little bit overly simplistic. And I was worried when it started off that it was going to be one of those songs that would become forgettable because it would just be another melody punk song of which we've got like 100,000 at this point. But it did those things that it did those things that are almost quintessential to Japanese pop rock or Japanese music as a general that sets it apart so much from music in most other parts of the world. First of all, the bass line. The bass line started out all very root note, but then I liked how the bassist, I was worried at first. I was like, if it's just like 6 minutes of a song where the bassist just plays the root note, I'm going to get really bored. I really hate when people do that. But it was like, that was just settling us in. And then the bassist, she just started adding these beautiful little flourishes, just these little bits, occasionally 1 octave up, staying in the same note, but moving up to like the higher pitch version of the same note, in case you're not familiar with octaves. And, little techniques like that, very simple things. Then she started adding a few little walking runs into their little flourishes, and it just got more and more detailed. And you could tell that the song, which mostly was just sort of going verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, same thing twice. The song was repeating that formula in a traditional contemporary rock arrangement way. And yet the bassist was just adding a little bit more to a performance, making a performance a little bit more urgent, a little bit more filled out each time. And I will say the second verse as well, another quality that's very quintessentially a Japanese music thing. The second verse was notably different from the first. When we went into that second verse, it starts off immediately just sort of breaking down to just the bass, just tapping, but it's just holding everything on that one note, and everything got very everything felt a little bit minimalistic for a second there, and then that allowed the song to burst back in and regain some of its energy. So there was these nice little moments where the song was shifting between some really cool ideas that managed to stop it just sounding a bit overly simplistic. It managed to still sound simple and accessible and charming and nostalgic, but not it wasn't that in a kind of a dumb, undeveloped way. It was that in a subtle way. There was nice little subtle moments in there. Nice little subtle bits on the drum fills, very occasional, but some nice little moments in there. Singer's voice was beautiful. And the second guitarist, like those little counter guitar lines are brilliant. I really enjoyed those. I thought he did a fantastic job with the counter guitar lines he was doing there, assuming that he wrote them. I don't know if he's a support guitarist playing what he's given or what, but that was beautifully done. So I really just like the whole way that was handled. Let's just have a look at the is he support bassist? Hold up. So vocal guitarist is Nachi. She is obviously a member. Drummer, chorus, guitar, chorus. And so the bassist is the support member. Okay. I am so confused. Have I just been... I think I've been misunderstanding what I've been... maybe there's just been changes. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, look, all 4 of them, I want to give them credit anyway. This was just nice. And again, I'm worried when you come across bands like this who've got like 77,000 subscribers, you're like, is that 77,000 subscribers in a good, hey, this is something really interesting, gaining traction way? Or is it just, hey, this is something a bit common denominator? I think this is nice. I think it's what you want from music that does well. It's accessible, easy to get into, but it doesn't skimp on the quality. I enjoyed this. I definitely will check out more of this band. I think it's a band who I'd be excited to know what the rest of their music sounds like by comparison. But this was a great start. Enjoyed it. Good stuff. Looking forward to coming back and checking out more from them. But until I do, get in the comments. Tell me what you think. Remember, our Discord is linked below as well in case you want to find new music and share more of the music you like. And until I hopefully see you very soon in Japan for the next one of these. For now, ciao, ciao.